Okay, happy Friday everyone. We're going into our last online workout for this week before Saturday, and we're going to work through some nice squatting again, trying to keep those legs nice and primed. So we're going to start with our warm-up, 10 minutes for quality. Very similar to some of the movements you guys have been doing. We're just going to run through them again. So we're going to start with 8 tempo squats, so nice good quality air squat position. From that position, we're just going to count about a 3 to 4 second countdown, chest nice and proud, breaking 90 as we get to the bottom, and then we can stand up aggressively. We're going to run through 8 of those. Thereafter, we're going to go into 3 Samson stretch per side. So lunge step forward, make sure we don't press too far forward, and we're going to press those hands up, interlocking them towards the roof. I don't want to see a hyperextension backwards. Make sure we're pressing upwards. From that position, if you cannot interlock your fingers, you can grab the elbow and just hold in that position. Stand up, and you're going to repeat 3 per side. Then we're going to go into our high pulls and our strict presses. Now, you may have either a band or you can use with your weighted object depending on how heavy it is, but first we'll show you with the band. If you have a band, get it around your foot and make sure you have a bit of tension on that band, and you're going to pull upwards as if you're zipping your jacket and keeping that elbow nice high and outside. Thereafter, you're going to get your hand through just as if you were holding a dumbbell in a front rack position, and we're going to press out, nice good quality lockout in that straight position next to your ear. Callum is holding his midline nice and tight, squeezing his bum, squeezing his quads to make sure he keeps tension. You will repeat that on the other side. That's if you have a band. If you have your weighted object, we will do the same movement, just the high pulls, again, as if you're zipping your jacket, and then turn and complete your presses. You will complete the high pulls and presses on the one side before you move to the other side. After that, we're going to go into another double stitched movement. So we're looking at 5 RDLs, 2 reverse lunge per side. So how this is going to work, you're going to go into your RDL, so the same arm that goes down will be the same leg that lifts off the ground. You can have a nice little bend in your knee. It will help with your balance. And the moment you complete the RDL, you will then go into your reverse lunge. So complete the next one, reverse lunge, and then we will complete that sequence on the other side. So it's going to be 5 on the one side and 5 on the other side. After that point, we're going to go back to the top, go to our tempo squats, and we're going to just keep running through that for our 10 minutes. Work there nicely, guys, not too quickly, nice quality position, and we will see you shortly for part A. Okay, welcome back everyone. I hope we're feeling good and ready to go on to our first piece. So, like I said, working on those squats once again. Today we're going to be carrying on with our variations of split squats. What you guys will need today is a bench or a chair, something you can use to get your foot up. If for any reason you do not have that, we will convert this onto a split squat on the floor. But we're looking for an extra tension today, so please make sure you do try and find something you can get that foot on. We're going to set ourselves up in a position where our front leg has the ability to be far out enough that when we drop, that knee is not going to press forwards. We're going to keep that knee over the ankle. So how are we going to work today's sequence? We have 3 rounds that we want to complete. You will see essentially we're going to cover 3 rounds on the left and 3 rounds on the right. How it will work, you're going to do a 30-second hold at the bottom of your split squat, first weighted and working on the left. So if you take a look at Callum, he's now got his weight. He's now going to go down into that hold for 30 seconds. Use a timer and try not break it up too much. If you do feel like you cannot hold for the full 30 seconds, come out of it and go back down into position so you get the most out of that 30 seconds. Thereafter, he's going to put the weight down. He's going to do another 30 seconds on the same leg, but now with no weight. So he goes back down and he holds for 30 seconds. Take note, his knees in a very good position, his chest remains up, and he holds. After that, we're going to repeat the entire sequence on the right side. Now, what I want you guys to aim for firstly is to try and do essentially those 2 minutes as unbroken as possible. If you take too much rest, we're going to miss the stimulus of what we're trying to get through those legs. So work hard, and then you will see we've made note that give yourself a full minute's rest between each round. We'll work through that sequence, and when we come back from that, we're going to go into our workout for today. So good luck, guys. Work hard on this. This is where the money is, and we'll see you after this. Okay, welcome back, everyone. We're going to move on to part B. This is our workout for today. So you will see that today is an 18-minute AMRAP, as many rounds as possible. And this is going to be a lot of work, guys. So we want to make sure that we're pacing ourselves on this threshold workout, but give yourself something that you can keep moving with short planned rests in between. So our movements are going to look as follows. We're going to start with 15 V-ups. So important, legs straight, arms nice and straight, and we're going to meet in the middle. So make sure your midline is nice and tight, and we're going to work through 15 repetitions. This is what we're aiming for, guys. If you are struggling in this position, try and bend your knees a little bit to make it a bit easier for yourself. And if you really get to a point where you're struggling, move to a single leg V-up. But please try and work double leg for as long as you can. After that, we're going to go into an aerobic piece, a 200-meter run. Alternatively, we're going to look at 20 10-meter shuttles. If you don't have space for running at all, we're going to look at those running high knees again, and we'll look at 150 running high knees. So just getting those knees above the hip height, and work hard to maintain that until you complete the reps. After that, we're going to move into 9 alternating dumbbell or kettlebell hang snatch. That is if you have a dumbbell or kettlebell. We'll go through that one first. So from the hang position, which is roughly between the knees, we're going to accelerate into that snatch overhead. And when we come down, we will alternate hands, and we're going to work through 9 repetitions. If you do not have a dumbbell or kettlebell, we're going to work with an odd object, but we will change the movement for this, and we will do ground to overhead. So both hands on the object, touching the ground, and accelerate up into that overhead position. You'll see Callum is in a nice straight line, finish position before he comes back down for the next one. Again, you will just work through 9 repetitions of this. You can decide how heavy that weighted object needs to be, but as long as you can keep moving. After that, we're going into 6 hand release push-ups. So on the floor, nice good quality position, hands will come off the ground before each press out. If you cannot maintain the good quality plank position, go onto your knees and work on that quality, maintaining a nice position from the shoulders to the knees so that we can work through those reps. After that, you're going to go back up to the top, and you're going to keep working through those movements for those 18 minutes. Make sure you guys pace this properly. 18 minutes is a long time, and see how it goes. We will see you guys on Saturday. Please make sure when you're done, do your active recovery. It's very, very important, and have a super weekend, guys.